Marge Hearn is actually going to be here this Sunday from 1 to 2 to sign this book at Team LA at City Walk, so make sure you come out to check out Marge Hearn. Now, the other big story, obviously, has been the year that Kobe Bryant has experienced. No one in the NBA has had quite the year that he has, so we thought it would be interesting to chronicle Kobe Bryant's year, the year 2003-2004, a year he will never forget.
Earlier today, charges were filed against Kobe Bean Bryant. The defendant was charged with 1 count of sexual assault, a Class 3 felony.
I'm innocent. I didn't force her to do anything against her will. I'm innocent.
Buddy, chill out. Oh, come on. Guys, come on.
Scared? Terrified. Terrified. Not so much for myself, but just for what my family's been going through. But they have nothing to do with this. But just because their names have been dragged in the mud, I'm scared for them. I know how to play my guard spot. You're worried about the low blokes, I worry about the high.
Not about Kobe or Shaq or Gary or Carl. It's about our team here.
We've done it before, and we've gone over bigger hurdles than this one, and we think we're going to, do that right now. If he comes in the locker room at 6:30, 6:45, he certainly can make it for a 7:30 ball game. His focus is good enough to do that.
Out. Kobe is going to go. The left-handed dribble. The situation went from awful to unimaginable for the Lakers. With Shaq and Karl Malone already out, Kobe Bryant left this one early with an injured shoulder.
Doctors come with more bad news. He accidentally put his hand through a glass window while trying to move boxes. They say he needs 9 to 10 stitches. He will miss the next 5 games.
It's another chapter in the book for this year. I'm sure as soon as he's, a good enough position to play, he'll be back out there for us.
Kobe splits the double team. Attacks it! Hammers it! Kobe with it, guarded by Patterson. Kobe forces. Oh! He made it! 1 second remaining in the regular season, possibly. Out to Kobe. Ball away high. Up to... Oh! What a way to finish! Are you kidding me?
All right, again, we are at City Walk getting set for tonight's game. The Lakers taking on the Rockets. Game 3 of their...
Mark, stand by blue. Roll blue. We're on the air. They see us, they hear us.
Live from the sports arena in San Diego, Gary Payton and Karl Malone lead the Los Angeles Lakers tonight against Stephon Marbury and the Phoenix Suns. Hi again, everybody, and welcome. I'm Paul Sunderland, joined by San Diego resident Stu Lance. Your favorite game of the year, no doubt. Very quickly want to update you on a couple of very important people who unfortunately won't be with us tonight. Kobe Bryant not traveling with the Lakers this evening, still rehabilitating that knee, and he does have a court date in Colorado tomorrow. And unfortunately, Shaquille O'Neal is going to get a rest tonight, still trying to recuperate from that sore left heel that's bothered him throughout training camp.
Yeah, it has been bothering him, but that's because he's been working so hard to get himself where he wants to go. And this is the time to sit out. If you're going to sit out now. But he has played in the first 2 games that the Lakers played over in Honolulu, and quite frankly, didn't play that badly. So showing the Lakers and the rest of the team what they can be in store for if, in fact, he's able to play real soon. And I look for him to come back very, very fast.
Karl Malone still working his way into a cut-burnt zone along with Gary. You haven't driven down the 5 and the 405 to take a visit to this beautiful city of late. You should do that, and there are a lot of Laker fans in San Diego. No question about that, and they have turned out to sell out the San Diego Sports Arena. Welcome back, everybody. Paul back with Stu, and one of the things that the Lakers have done particularly well so far in the preseason, they've shot. Thank you, John, and we look forward to a healthy Shaquille O'Neal on opening night, if not before. Now let's take a look at the starting lineup. First for the Los Angeles Lakers. Up front in the middle, taking the place of Shaquille O'Neal, will be veteran Horace Grant, rejoining the Lakers after a stint a few seasons ago. Gary Payton, Derek Fisher in the backcourt, along with Devin George and the mailman Karl Malone. The coach, of course, is Phil Jackson in his 5th season overall, assisted by Jim Clemens, Frank Hamblin. Frank in his 34th season overall. Kurt Rambis, yes, Phil is back there somewhere, and the trainer is Gary Vitti. The Lakers are 1-1 so far in the preseason, splitting their 2 games in Hawaii. For the Phoenix Suns, losers to the San Antonio Spurs in the first round last year. In the backcourt, Joe Johnson out of Arkansas, Stephon Marbury, a 2-time All-Star most recently last year. And speaking of that, a first-time All-Star, the Matrix and Sean Marion, along with Jake Voskuhl, who's been bothered by some Achilles tendonitis in his left foot, along with last year's Got Milk Rookie of the Year, Amari Stoudemire. A talented group. They want to really get up and down the floor. Their fine head coach is Frank Johnson in his 2nd full season. In his 1st season, after taking over for Paul Westphal, he was 36-46 last year in the playoffs and improved to 44-38. This Phoenix team likes to get up and down and spread the floor, Stu, and with Shaq out of the lineup, even though it's the preseason, we're going to see even more of the same.
Well, with Shaq in the lineup, it wouldn't have mattered for this team. This team is really one that wants to push it. They play very small at times, and when they do go with some of their bigs, they still are looking to change ends. Tempo is vital for this team. They do it on offense, and they do it with a variety of different. He can absorb contact going to the basket as well as any guard in the league. So Gary Payton and the rest of the Lakers have their work cut out for them.
Fisher with it, probing, looking for Payton down in the corner. He's got it against Voskuhl, about a 22-footer, make it exactly a 22-footer and then some, as the 3-pointer is good to open the scoring.
Well, I look for Gary to be a little more aggressive on the offensive end. Probably develop as their years go on.
And here's some full court pressure is applied by the Suns, who trail the Lakers 3-2. The only basket for the Lakers so far, a 3-pointer by Payton. The Suns showing some zone defense on the switch. Marion playing the point, 7 on the shot clock. Fisher, can he keep the high? Yes, he can. Another 3-pointer. Derek Fisher is 4 for 5 so far early in the preseason.
Well, zone defenses really are weak defenses, especially if you attack it.
Johnson is blocked, cut by Karl Malone. The feed from Horace Grant. Malone will get to the free throw line.
Well, do as a defense. Make them alter their shot as much as possible. Don't necessarily try to block everything.
9 minutes remaining here before a sellout crowd in San Diego. Malone with it, hand off to George, turns the corner, lays it up and in. Beautiful play by Devin George attacking the basket.
Well, Voskuhl was there for the charge, but great body control by Devin George gets the ball. Even after made bad, push it up the floor.
Grant down in the post. Malone cutting down the lane. He's fouled by Amari Stoudemire. It'll be more free throws coming to Karl Malone.
Well, Amari Stoudemire, as much ability as he has, and he's going to get even better. He's got his work cut out guarding the mailman. That last basket by Devin George was just poetry, as he just jumps around to the side of Jake Voskuhl, gets the easy deuce. Nice play, Devin George. And I look for Devin George to really.
Gary Payton attacking the basket for the Lakers. He quickly has 5.
I love to watch Gary Payton play.
Absolutely.
I love to watch Gary Payton play. Even when he wasn't a Laker, I'd love to watch him play. And now that he is a Laker, I'm loving to watch him play even more. We've got a timeout, 7:46 to go, and the Lakers looking good. You're watching the Los Angeles Lakers on KCAL9.
Gary Payton off to it possibly with a play at the other end. And I'll tell you, Devin's showing that he's got some quick hops as well. Malone with it in deep, drives baseline, finds Horace Grant, double clutches, and makes a 16-footer.
Well, I'll tell you something. Horace Grant will be shooting that shot out of the rocking chair. He can still shoot the 15 to 17 footer.
Unselfish play by Karl Malone. Was down in deep and still found an open teammate. Johnson's lost his dribble. Here comes Voskuhl out to help. The drop pass, nice 2-man game.
That's why you have to keep them guessing. Head fake once in a while in the basket from Karl Malone to Horace Grant. That's what it's about. Share the basketball, share the wealth, and you come up. And the defensive end of the floor, some good improvement to start the season. Hopefully, it will continue.
Make one, miss one, did Jake Voskuil. The Lakers lead him with 6 minutes remaining in the first 16-11. Fisher rises up for a long three-pointer. Thought he was fouled on the play. Nice play by Medvedenko, tipping it back out. Payton looking to attack with a fresh shot clock. Into the corner, open once again. It's Derek Fisher who buries it from downtown.
I tell you, if you're going to play a zone with Gary Payton out there, he just surveyed the floor. Had Fisher in one corner and then told him to go to the other side and gets another assist.
Derek Fisher now with half a dozen. What a battle he's got with Marbury. Both very strong. Marbury bumps into the floor. Good defense. That should be the Lakers' ball. It is. Voskuil going over the top of Gary Payton. No foul is called, but it will be the Lakers' basketball.
Well, Marbury got concerned when Derek Fisher got to contact and went down. Also got concerned when Derek Fisher got that three-point shot off on the other end and knocked it down for his second of the ball game. So he talked about Derek having his work cut out guarding Marbury. The same can be said for Marbury on this end.
Phoenix has shown a lot of zone, but they're in man-to-man now. Payton with it, 18 feet right side, stutter step, spins inside. Oh, the basket will not count. But we ought to see that again anyway.
One of the things that I think is so vital for players, especially guards, is the ability to change direction. And I'll tell you something, Gary Payton can change directions with the best of them, whether he's going to his left and coming back right, or going right, coming back left. You've got your hands full trying to stay in front of GP.
Ball inbounded to Horace Grant, now back to Devin George. Brevin Knight, one of the newest members of the Phoenix Suns on the floor. Part of some hard contact. Brevin Knight with Derek Fisher, and Derek Fisher is in a lot of pain right now.
I think he got hit in the eye when Brevin Knight tried to reach through the screen as opposed to moving his feet and trying to get over the top of it. Used his hand and reached out and possibly hit Derek Fisher in the right eye. And good screen by Horace Grant. Contact. Derek Fisher's fine, and he still can shoot that three-pointer as he comes off of the pinch post screen of Horace Grant and gets to contact.
Phoenix is now out of fouls. Brevin Knight played last year in Memphis. Prior to that, he was originally drafted by the Cleveland Cavaliers with a very brief stint in Atlanta, as Penny Hardaway comes in now for Sean Marion.
Nice to see Penny also playing again this year seemingly without any problems with the knees. He went through a few years there where he
rebound by both of those, and Horace Grant.
A nice future.
19-14. Some full court pressure. Rush passes over the top. George has got it.
So you have to attack pressure. If you attack it, it gets weaker and weaker. But if you do, they'll continue to do it in hopes of, one, disrupting your offense and possibly coming up with a steal.
Devin George with a 19-footer. He now has with it. Tips it 1, 2, 3. 4 times. Nice play by Slava.
Now that's the kind of play that your teammates should get up and give you some applause. That's good persistence. Slava in there with 2 or 3 Phoenix Suns players, and he beats them to the ball each time.
Johnson down the lane, cut off nicely by George. Out to Gugliotta, no battle for the rebound. It comes out to Kareem Rush. Kicks it to Payton, picked up by Brevin Knight, wants to back him down instead. Back out to Rush, in and out. Medvedenko there again, and again battling inside for the rebound.
That time he had a chance to really get both hands on it and chose the one-hand tap.
The runner by Joe Johnson, no, and Kareem Rush takes the rebound. Boy, Gary wants to run. Medvedenko pushing the tempo with him and makes a 14-footer.
Well, I tell you, Slava will run with him because Slava understands if I run down to that end, I'm going to get a shot.
Also onto the floor now for Phoenix, Dujan Kuderovic, who just joined the team last Friday. He's a 7-footer out of Yugoslavia, and there's Kuderovic looking a little rusty on that jump shot. Kareem Rush takes the rebound. Lakers leading it by 8.
More and more 7-footers and beyond are shooting 15-footers. I like to see them a little closer to the basket. They are not what they think they are.
Horace Grant turns off the pinch post. Kuderovic doesn't come out, and he buries the jump shot from 16 feet. Nice play by Horace.
We talked about Horace. Need to go court. Derek Fisher and Gary Payton fish 2 for 2 from three-point land, and Gary only had 5 points and 4 assists. Pretty nice 12 minutes by the pair. Derek got him started with a three-pointer from the corner, and that's one of his specialties now. And Gary Payton, one of his specialties is making the defense communicate. You don't communicate, you end up getting scored on. Nice little play by Gary Payton. The Lakers only shot 39%, as did the Suns. Three-point shooting, though, was the difference. The Lakers 3 out of 5. Stephon Marbury didn't take a shot from three-point land. Look for him to start to heat it up from that distance, and the Lakers with a rebound advantage, 16-13.
The arc in the preseason. A couple of substitutions will set those for you. Kareem Rush out there with Brian Russell now. And here comes Medvedenko. He's grabbed along the baseline. Casey Jacobson, a fine player out of Stanford. Had a very good rookie season. Good shooter on the floor now, number 23 for Phoenix.
Again, the Suns went into some full court pressure, and the Lakers did a good job of attacking. The Lakers, after missing their last.
Change of direction. Drop pass to Jamal Sampson. Beautiful play by the Lakers at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, that was nice play. The block shot starts it all. You wanted to run, you play good defense, and Slava with the block, and then the Lakers in transition get a bounce pass from Gennaro Pargo to Jamal Sampson for the deuce. Timeout with the Lakers down 32-30. You're watching the Lakers on KCAL9.
Your car comes with America's best warranty and the quality play. Nice pass up ahead, just deflected out of bounds. But Yao Ming, the 7'6" center out of the Houston Rockets, would be an easy choice for Rookie of the Year, but Stoudemire outplayed him and deserved it, although Yao had a superior season. Luke Walton looking to inbound. Got to get it in quickly. Find Sampson. Lakers trailing at 34-30. Here comes Medvedenko down the lane. Protects the basketball. Lays it up and in.
Amari Stoudemire says, I don't want to pick up another one quite yet. I want to run up and down the floor. Jackson not very happy. He takes
Sampson looking for somebody to go too far. Uses the left hand. Entering into the NBA. Luke Walton has it above the three-point line. Oh, dangerous pass. Kareem Rush, change of pace, finds Medvedenko open. High archer over Stoudemire, and he had to change that trajectory to get it over Amari.
He did a great job of changing it.
At the other end, Barbosa throws up a
bottom line is if you put them in the basket. The old thing is if you're making them, don't worry about it if it's not fundamentally sound. But if you're missing them, then you might want to change.
Gennaro Pargo out of the corner, and he bangs home another three.
Well, good pass out of the post from Jamal Sampson. The Lakers doing a good job.
43-39, the Lakers trail. Walton again. Oh, nice pass.
Well, pass and Walton go together because that is something that Luke Walton can do. If you're on the floor with Luke Walton, you can be assured that if you're open,
dare we say, like father, like son, we'll just have to wait and see.
Well, one of 4 sons of the Hall of Famer Bill Walton, Nate, Adam, and Chris, and has a tattoo that signifies each of the sons. That's nice.
And wears number 4 in honor of the family as well. The 4 boys, the 4 sons of Hall of Famer Bill Walton.
You know, he's showing that classic jig moment when Bill threw the shoe up through the air. He missed the ball by 2 feet. I have to get on him about that one. I mean, shit.
As good a shot blocker as he was, that was one of his worst attempts.
Derek used a tennis racket or something.
Derek Fisher back on now with all of roster moves made.
9 points and 5 boards. He starts it off with a jump shot, and Slava, he's proven that he can score, but one of the reasons why he's playing more on the floor is he's playing better defense, and that leads to what he likes to do best, and that's go down on the other end and do his thing. So hopefully that will continue, and his playing time will continue as well.
Of the preseason, been bothered by tendinitis in the left Achilles tendon, but no excuse for that kind. It should be better. He's been shooting a lot.
Unless he has tendinitis in his right arm or something.
Eric Chenoweth, nice turnaround jump shot.
Boy, he used his height to his advantage that time. Kept the ball high and scored.
Good help coming out defensively. Here comes another screen. Play by Chenoweth, deflecting that pass. Now Walton matched up and stays in front of Marion. Good defense by Walton, and Karl Malone doing a brilliant job on the backboard.
Yeah, that's a real good job. That's a nice pass back. Karl Malone on the tap.
Give him another rebound and the basket to Malone. The Lakers trail at 53-49. Marbury into the corner. Udoka with the steal. And Stephon Marbury takes the foul. Good defense in transition by the Lakers.
I mean, you've heard coaches many times say that if you want to make a team, play good defense, get out and run. The return pass from Udoka to Fisher that missed the layup, but the mailman was there to tap it in. But you want to make a team, especially a team like the Lakers that have so many weapons offensively.
More about it, Devin George. He has to break through and be the man. Now, Phil Jackson said Medvedev can do this all day. This is not what he's looking for. He's looking for more of this. Look at the offensive position underneath and watch him box out. And Allen, he's going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 efforts on one possession. Phil Jackson loves that because that's what Slava's got to do. He's got to utilize all his talent, particularly on the offensive board and defense. But Devin George, I think he has to be the breakthrough kid this year.
Medvedev, that's what I give him a work.
Center, I've been it's going east and west. He made 2.
Award him the game ball. He's got a dozen. He could have twice that many if he had made his foul shots. Russell with it at the pinch post, left alone momentarily. Kareem Rush takes a tough fall-away jump shot from 14 feet and banks it home.
But that was not easy. I'm glad he used the glass. When you're floating like that, it's better to use the glass than to try to shoot it straight.
A lot for them.
When you come in with 4 other reserves, it seems like they all try to do too much. That really can make it difficult.
Nice move down the lane by Kareem Rush, going to get the basket and the foul.
Nice job that time by Kareem, finding the seam and getting to the basket and using that little left-hander to get the basket and a 3-point opportunity. A little bit of a push call there by Amari Stoudemire. So Kareem Rush tries to finish off the 3-point play.
Has that one rattle in and out?
It's going to be imperative for Kareem Rush to continue to improve, to continue to work, and get some playing time in that rotation.
That foul was on Amari Stoudemire away from the play as DeMar Johnson threw up that air ball from above the 3-point line. Coming back in will be Dejan Kuderovic. We saw him briefly in the first half, and with the injury to Scott Williams, they're bringing some size into the Phoenix camp.
He just joined his team, you say Friday?
Friday.
Yeah, okay, and he's a rook by experience in the league. He's like 31 years old.
Been playing 13 years professionally in Europe. The list of countries he's participated in, I tried to do it alphabetically, and I stopped after about 9. Pele, the runner. Nice looking shot by Stephane Pele.
That was a nice looking play. Goes across the middle, totally under control, and then the little floater with the
put back by Brian Russell off the miss by Stephane Pele. And Phoenix will get after you defense. Chenoweth with it.
Here right now is motorcade. It's 3 big.
But because the Lakers have had different things to keep their personnel off the court, it's going to be even, in my mind, even longer for them during the regular season.
There's Kobe's wife, Vanessa, on hand. First quarter, Gary Payton had 18 in the game. He's really good. In the second, Lakers up by 4. This is fun. Kobe, Shaq, look out rim. In the fourth, it's a 97-97 tie. Bobby Simmons to Eddie House, back to Simmons.
Live from the Thomas & Mack Center in the City of Lights, Las Vegas. We welcome you as tonight, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, Karl Malone, and Gary Payton lead the Los Angeles Lakers against the Sacramento Kings. Hi, everybody, and welcome. Thanks so much for joining us, and I am joined, as always, by Stu Lance, and thankfully the preseason has come to an end. We open things for real next Tuesday night against Dallas. But in spite of the loss last night at the Pond, the Laker fans finally got a glimpse of what this team might look like.
You know, obviously everybody likes to win every game. Nobody's an exception to that. But the important thing was the glimpse that you were talking about. All 4 of the stars on the court for the first time in a game. And Kobe Bryant surprised even me. I did not expect him to be as sharp as he was early. Shaquille, well, he's getting in better and better condition with that foot. And if his foot continues to hold up, look out, because the new additions, Gary Payton, I'm going to have a lot of fun watching GP play this season. And the mailman, he continues to deliver, loves to run the floor. The young man can still finish with the best of them.
Will Phil Jackson possibly change his approach to it being the final preseason game against the Sacramento Kings? And we all know what happened last year.
Well, I think he'll change only the approach and how many minutes he plays the starters. Since this is the last preseason game and only the second game that the four of them have been together, I look for them to play a little bit more together.
They were on the floor together, the four, Carl, Shaq, Gary, and Kobe, for about 19 minutes last night. Tonight, expect some more. Coming up next, the starting lineup and the tip from Las Vegas. Los Angeles Lakers basketball is brought to you by Southwest Airlines, official airline of the NBA, capped off by an even more beautiful sunset. Looking at the Thomas and Mack Center, the usual home of the UNLV Rebels. And the home tonight of a preseason game between the Lakers and the Sacramento Kings. Rivals out of the Pacific Division have met so many times in important matchups the last couple of years in the playoffs. And with that now, for more on tonight's game, let's send it over to John Ireland. John?
Thank you, Paul. If you watched last night's game on KCAL, you heard Stu Lantz say after Devin George twisted an ankle that we wouldn't know how bad that was probably until today, and Stu was right. Devin George's ankle swelled up, and he is not dressed for this game tonight. Devin is with the team, but he will not play. Brian Russell, the veteran who the Lakers picked up in the offseason from Washington, Karl Malone's old teammate in Utah, will start in Devin's place. They expect Devin to be day-to-day, but probably ready to play on Tuesday when the Lakers open the season against Dallas. Paul, back to you.
All right, John, thank you very much. And Devin, working with Gary Vitti and the rest of the medical staff, will be ready for the Tuesday opener against Dallas. Gary Payton, Kobe Bryant in the backcourt, along with former Jazz teammates, now Laker teammates, Brian Russell and Karl Malone, along with Shaquille O'Neal. All five starters, including Devin last night, were in double figures. The head coach is Phil Jackson. The assistants, Jim Clemens, Frank Hamlin, Kurt Rambis, and Tex Winter. And for the Sacramento Kings, 59 and 23 last year, without some of their key players, Mike Bibby, Doug Christie in the backcourt, Brad Miller, acquired from Indiana in the offseason, all-star Peja Stojakovic, along with rookie Darius Sangaila up front. Their head coach in his sixth season is Rick Adelman, 14 years as a head coach. The Lakers, the home team here in Las Vegas, wearing their gold uniforms. The ball is tipped early. Shaq's got it to Kobe, and the Lakers. Doesn't feel like a preseason game.
That was the mailman. You want to make Shaquille happy, have somebody give support like that. And Karl Malone came over, picked and rolled, and he took care of Brad Miller's two-handed stuff attempt. I mean, met him at the top, rejected it. Lakers got possession.
Shaq turned around quickly. Oh, nice pass. The Lakers running the floor. Kobe regathers and makes a difficult shot. That mid-range little jumper's a tough shot.
Yeah, that's what I call a baby jumper. And a lot of times players will baby that shot, not shoot aggressively. And I mean, their defensive play really improved.
That trade for Corliss Williamson, as you said, Stu, really changed the makeup of this basketball team. Dangerous pass there. You saw near. Oh, Kobe just tight-roping the center line. 10 on the shot clock, behind Shaq, crossover dribble, Shaq rolls in the lane, good pass, Sangaila to do something, and there is nothing to be done. Nice play by the Lakers.
Sangaila found out early what to do with the big fella, get out the way.
Bibby down the lane, kicks to Miller, he can make that shot. Ball is tipped loose, Bibby's got it again, but he throws it behind Miller.
And the Lakers had him scrambled again. The mailman just running around causing havoc all over the court, and the Kings passing up shots, trying to find the open man, finally just threw it to their coach.
One thing the Lakers are certainly looking for, Stu, is
when Mike Bibby got outguessed by Shaquille, he thought he was going to go up.
Payton pull up, jump shot, ragged the beginning inside, wrestling with Brad Miller. Nobody stops the ball, and he takes a little baby hook.
They talk about defense or lack thereof. The first rule of defense in transition especially is stop the ball. Nobody stopped Gary Payton.
8-4, the Lakers lead it. A sellout crowd here at the Thomas and Mack Center. This game has been the buzz of this area for quite some time. There are a few things that this town gets excited about. Pull up, jump shot, no. Nice rebound by Shaquille in traffic.
Yeah, that's the key, in traffic. Go up with two hands, secure the ball, and start the break.
Payton backing down on Bibby, pass into the corner to Russell, getting the start so far of the preseason, and Seguila is fouling Karl Malone from behind, trying to deny him low post position.
Yeah, seemingly was riding Karl's back for quite some time. The whistle finally sounded, and Karl Malone let the official know about the late call. That last basket by, one of the baskets by Shaquille, pass from Kobe, and everybody runs things, but running the floor is something that they can accomplish.
8-6, the Lakers lead it. Deep working on Miller, and he's called for an offensive foul.
They try the crossover, but they stand too tall. Bounces are too high. And
they're down two-handed. Beautiful pass by Shaquille.
Well, as far as two-hand chest or two-hand over-the-head passes go, Shaquille is the best in the league right now. He can just catch it under the basket, throw the length of the floor right on the money.
Phil Jackson talked about improving defensive rebounding in the locker room before.
An entertaining first quarter. Lakers and the Kings tied at 10. You're watching the Lakers on KCAL9.
The full sell down at your Ford dealer.
And there was some big news on the coaching front today, Stu Lance, as Pat Riley resigned as head coach of the Miami Heat. And how surprised were you by that announcement?
I was very surprised indeed. Resigned today, as you mentioned, 21 years as a head coach, and 9 of those 21 as the Lakers head coach. Won 73% of the games as the coach of the Lakers, including 4 titles. I was very shocked at the resignation today, but he will remain as president of the club.
Stan Van Gundy will take over. Now a brother tandem illegal screen by Brad Miller. Easy play to call Jeff Van Gundy, the first-year head coach, taking over for Rudy Tomjanovich down in Houston.
You know, offensive foul that time on Brad Miller, and Brian Russell did a good thing. You will never get that call if you do what I call lay on the screen. If you get to it and then just lay there. But if you try to aggressively get around it, you'll get that call more times than not.
Shaq's got it down in deep. He's completely surrounded and threw it up and in. Over and around 3 defenders.
Yeah, when he's surrounded, it's not quite the same as everybody else being surrounded.
He's used to it.
Yeah.
Tough fall away, jump shot, barely hit the iron. Bad shot selection by Jabari Smith. Kobe coming out of the backcourt.
What made it a bad shot was the fact that Shaquille, active, really challenged that shot. You see how much arc he had to put on it to get it over Shaquille? Barely hit the rim.
To me, this is the best Shaquille has looked so far in the preseason. Running the floor, dominating the offensive and defensive backboards, and challenging shots.
Well, we talk about how many Massenberg for the Sacramento Kings going out, Brad Miller. So he'll give them a different look on the inside. He will challenge a lot of shots. So he's a exceptional player on the inside.
A reliable veteran. He's played for a lot of teams. Kobe on the sideline, so Gary Payton picking up the scoring as he hits a triple from off the right wing. Well, he's NBA, and earlier during the preseason,
will teach him if he doesn't.
Walton had a nice fourth quarter last night when the Lakers were making a run at the Clippers, who played exceptionally well and will be a much better team this year.
I liked how you see how aggressive he was shooting the ball. They were sagging, and he was really making them pay.
Shaq misses that. He's not going to miss that one. Boy, Shaq is really getting deep position against Tony Massenberg or Brad Miller or whoever else they put out there.
They just don't have enough in their back pocket to stop him from doing that. If he doesn't get the offensive foul, he's going to get the position that he wants. Boy, Kareem Rush with some good pressure that time on Bobby Jackson on the sideline. The Kings lucky to get possession back.
13 on the shot clock. Smith with for the rebound.
Yeah, you better block Gerald Walter. The Lakers did a great job of spinning off the defender that time. Just couldn't get the shot to drop.
Anthony Peeler, last couple of seasons with the Minnesota Timberwolves, signed as a free agent. Walton straight away, guarded by Wallace. Inside, nice cut by Rush. Does he get a handle on it? Yes, still plenty of time on the shot clock. Malone looking for somebody to go to. Grant comes over to help and gets a roll. He missed.
He looked at Carl and said, you know I wasn't going to miss 3 or 4 in a row.
He tried. He needed a bounce to get that one.
You won't see him stepping too far away from the basket.
Massenberg in his 12th season playing for his 12th NBA team. There's Kareem Rush's game and his shot. Mid-range, moving to his right, falling away.
They did a good job of head faking Anthony Peeler. And, the 2 left-handers guarding one another, and Kareem Rush gets the best of it.
25-19. Looks like the Lakers corner series first round before losing to the Dallas Mavericks. Kareem Rush pull-up jump shot. Very nicely made by Rush.
In the preseason, he's been shooting the ball with a lot of confidence. Even the shots that don't fall for him, you can tell the confidence.
Backdoor cut play was not the rebound.
doing what he's supposed to do. Clean it up. When they miss, Carl's taking care of NBA rankings. Gives you an indication of how close these two teams were in a lot of categories. Their record, Kings were first, Lakers were second. Points, third and fourth, Kings with the advantage. Rebounds, third and fourth, Kings with the advantage. In the assist department, third and fifth. Again, Kings with the advantage. So it shows you what can happen when you keep making improvements. And when Shaquille improves his health as he has this year, the heel, the toe, the knee, you can see what's going to happen for the rest of the year, hopefully.
There are some very good rivalries in the Western Conference. The Lakers in San Antonio. I think the Lakers in Sacramento is currently the best. Recent to the Lakers, 7 of those coming in the first period. Kareem Rush having a nice stint here. That's his third basket, I believe. He's got now, make it 8 points. 3 baskets, 2 free throws.
Yeah, we talked about him playing with a lot more confidence.
Free throw up and good, and the chance of his name, Kobe. Welcome number 8 out onto the floor as Kareem Rush goes to the sideline. Again, Kareem playing very, very well here in the second period. And Brian Russell, who started in place of the injured Devin George, comes back on, replacing Luke Walton.
As Luke goes by the bench, I'm sure they had a couple of words for him regarding, Luke, you get those little layups, you got to convert those.
So far in the game, Kobe's played 9. Fisher with it, off the free throws. The Lakers' lead is just 2. That ball almost thrown straight over to us.
That is good reflex by Kobe.
Fisher away from Jackson. Tough shot. A long two-pointer against Bobby Jackson for D. Fish.
When you look at the team out here for the Lakers and the Kings, you know, you got obviously rivalries working here, but good defenders. So it has the makings of a very interesting 4-game series during the regular season.
The rookie out of Wake Forest and Lithuania, Darius Sangaila, back on the floor. Chris Webber is here for execution as the 24-second shot clock expires.
That time, I thought Darius Sangaila was at fault there. Coming out of the timeout, you know the shot clock, so you have to be aware. He had the ball. He just played with it a little bit and finally passed it to Bobby Jackson. Bobby tried to get the shot off, not in time.
Sacramento shooting it at 37%. The Lakers, it seems much lower, but they're making 43% of their field goals. Luke Walton back on after a visit with the coaching staff along the sidelines, as is Gary Payton. Up and under, tough fall-away jump shot. Nice basket by Payton against good defense from Bobby Jackson.
Yeah, but Bobby Jackson can play some defense, but Gary Payton can post you. He does the Kings during the offseason.
Ball.
You got to know your surroundings, and Wallace that time had a lot more time to take that shot, and he rushed it.
Kobe finding his way down the lane. Moving. Oh, Shaq spins one up and in.
Shaq showing that, yeah, I may be big and strong, but I've got some depth shots around the hoop as he double clutches and throws up one of the nice shots that you generally see the guards making. With Shaquille showing that I'm a total athlete here. Now can he make the three-point play?
Three-point play completed on cue. Shaq now with 9 points. Lakers lead it 36-32. Jackson out there now with Peeler, Sangaila.
They lose by Jackson to Houston, and they pick up Peeler from Minnesota.
Kobe drives down the lane, hangs in the air, and throws one in, making it look easy over Sangaila.
And there's another play where you can tell his legs aren't there yet. That's the type of play where he just gives you something spectacular.
Jackson, Kobe looking on, having a conversation with Leon Wood about an earlier play. Kobe thought he was bumped from behind.
And Shaquille to the charity stripe to see if he can knock down a couple of free throws after getting fouled right before the stoppage in the action, with the Lakers down by 8 points.
If you're just joining us, Devin George, who sprained a left ankle last night, was held out of action, not dressed for tonight's game, to make sure he's available for the season opener on Tuesday against the Dallas Mavericks.
No, Luke, when you're guarding Page, you just have to attach yourself to his hip. You can't just sag off at all because he's got a quick release and he can shoot it from anywhere.
The Lakers back in the... Oh, look at that!
The pass wasn't perfect in my mind, but Shaq made it that way, and I think GP told him that was my bad. I threw it a little bit high, but because I felt you could go get it, you did.
Jack Neese held up play because the basket was shaking so hard down at the other end. Wanted to make sure the equipment was all right.
That end of the floor is shaking.
Stojakovic steps through the double team, and a foul is called. What a pass by Payton, but Shaq some real elevation.
Yeah, the Lakers are in their triangle, and the ball's in the corner, so Shaq just spins off of it. GP throws it up, and Shaq throws it down. That was a nice read. Good contact, eye contact by both. You read your players and find out what they want. Shaq says, that's exactly what I want.
10 points, no surprise there. Guarding Payton, Shaq down in the low post, the ball goes there. Payton cuts baseline. Shaq surveying, looking for Walton. Arching jump shot is good against Stojakovic.
Yeah, put a little extra arch on that one, but the results were really good. 4 assists now for the...
Be out there with Walton. Looks at the clock. He's not going to throw it the other end of the floor, and the first half comes to an end here at a sold-out Thomas and Mack Arena in Las Vegas, where the Lakers trail the Sacramento Kings by a score of 50-45. Now let's join Alan Massingale and James Worthy for the Jack in the Box halftime report back in our Los Angeles studio.
Okay, thank you, Paul and Stu. Coming up, it's Jack in the Box at the half on LTV. The big man is here. We're going to talk about
blocking a dunk. That's good defense, and the Lakers are going to need a lot of that. Karl Malone, you know, he's just fundamentally sound. He doesn't have the athleticism that he once had, but he knows the game enough to put his body in position to block a shot. Now, that's good rotation. They're going to need a lot of that this year.
Fans love that. Let's look at some other stuff that happened in the first half. We'll take you to a little vintage Shaq to Kobe down the floor, James.
Well, you're going to see a lot of this. The transition game is back. They're going to utilize that running game a little bit more as Kobe gets out on the break.
Now, Kareem Rush is going to have to fight to get some minutes, isn't he?
Well, he's a pure shooter, and he's going to have to do a lot of shooting, as you said, to get some minutes, because Phil's not going to spend much time on him if he can't produce.
Phil's always been one to go with the older guys, the guys you can count on, and Rush has got a lot of talent, but he's going to have to show it as much as he can. When he gets those minutes, he's got to take advantage of it.
He does, and he has to play defense as well, but they brought him here because he's a pure shooter. They're going to run a little bit more, so he's going to have to run as well. But when the double team goes on Shaq, he's one of the guys who's going to be the zone buster.
Great suit tonight, man.
Thank you, sir.
All right, coming up, much more your way. Jack in the Box at the half an L.
The Laker coaches just told me
since the first period, when they were very inactive behind the arc, they've made 5 out of their last 6. Certainly a big difference in this game. The Lakers start as they did the beginning of the game. Shaq, Kobe, Karl, and Gary, along with Brian Russell. Brian Russell has been very, very quiet, Stu, in the stead of Devin George.
Yeah, I mean, getting some shots that he normally knocks down, hasn't knocked them down as of yet, but more importantly, the defensive end, giving up shots to the wrong people behind the arc, as Karl Malone gets run into by Mike Bibby. Goes down, and it'll be Laker basketball on the side. Just pass and cut, and Bibby ends up running right into Karl and knocks him off balance, knocks him down. Karl says, what was that?
Well, the Lakers trail at 55-45, outscored 5-0 to start this third period. Into Malone, Jabari Smith in the place of Darius Sangila. Played very well in the first half, as he has the whole preseason. Kobe tried to throw a behind-the-back pass as Miller came over to help. Went off the back of Miller's jersey, and it'll be Lakers ball, just 3 seconds on the shot clock.
Well, this is the play where with 3 seconds they try to throw it directly into Shaquille and go right from there, but they take that away.
Payton, long-range jump shot, looks good off the front of the iron. Shaq, another rebound. Miller steps out of the way and is called for the foul in any case. He was trying to get out of there, Stu.
That was just the case there, though, where Shaquille just out-jumped Miller, because Miller had pretty good position for the rebound. And there, he missed it. The shot was missed by Payton. Shaq just took it away from him from behind, so they should be fortunate that he got a foul call, because Shaq was going up for the easy dukes.
Smart play by Miller. If you give him that call, it denies Shaq an easy basket. Shaq turning out of the double team. Payton looked inside. Spacing not there. Payton pulls up, and it's a nice little 14-footer from the mid-range.
And that's where I think the Lakers are going to really be able to feast sometimes when Gary...
Category with 8. Shaq's continue to trail it 55-47, and they've had some opportunities. Inside to Malone, throws it up, tries to get his own rebound, and Shaq will clean that up.
Well, with those two big bodies on the inside, if they can just keep it alive once, they're going to do a good job of getting some easy ones. And Carl kept it alive. Shaquille was there to finish it, as Malone thought he got fouled on the play, but stayed after it, kept the ball alive. Shaquille's there, and you know the rest. Look out below. The big fella getting ready to rim rock.
Shaq's got 14. They're readjusting the basket at the other end after Shaq paid a visit.
I thought they were readjusting the other end. But when he throws it down, not only does the basket shake, the backboard, standard, and that end of the floor.
Lakers trail it by 6. Christie out on top. The floor is spread. Miller about.
Dangerous situation all the time when you have just a very little real estate to operate with and you're trying to stay inbounds. Brian Russell tried to save it. He throws it inbounds. Carl tried to save it, and as he's throwing it back on the court, inadvertently runs into a couple of cameramen, take them out of action. The ball goes back to the Sacramento Kings. Find out if anybody sustained any injuries on that play, whether it was Carl Malone, if he's okay, or whether it was a couple of the camera people on the sideline.
Most importantly, Karl Malone seems all right, although he's checking his left elbow. Rusty is fine at midcourt. Now give us a thumbs up, Rusty, you all right? Did you see your light flash in front of your face?
Yeah, you can go ahead and flex if you want. You better learn to get out the way. That wasn't a compact coming after you. That was a big SUV.
Quickly into Russell. Malone looks to set a screen. Carl's got to know the clock. Fall away, jump shot. Oh, he makes it just to beat the buzzer.
And beat the buzzer, he does. And then hustles back to be the first defender back on the other end.
Russell with it on the right side, looking for Malone on the cut, takes it inside and gets the roll. Strong play, taking it right into Smith.
Not only he took Smith off the end of the floor. Jabari said, what do I have to do to get a call?
Rick Adelman up off the sideline in his 6th year with Seth running the floor. The offensive rebound and the slam dunk.
Well, that's a good sign to see the big club.
15 turnovers for the Lakers. Back to a cut. Beautiful pass by Malone.
That was some pass. That was some pass. He's been doing that for a lot of years, and Gary Payton says, I'm glad he's still doing it.
Bibby out of control, but finds Stojakovic now to Christie. Back to Bibby. Can he hit 3 in a row? No. Shaq another rebound. Look out. Snap pass out to Payton. The Lakers have numbers. Here comes Malone on the trail. Payton down in traffic, and he's fouled by Stojakovic.
Well, Gary Payton is something. He looks at Pager that says, you had to foul me, huh? I was getting ready to take it up and do something sweet. Transition. Shaquille with the rebound, and that last basket that Payton got from Karl Malone, just a two-hand pass over the shoulder. Nice cut, nice read, nice finish.
Passing the basketball, he's doing things that really a good passer. Better than I thought.
When you see a guy 4 times a year, it's one thing.
Dan Garcia is the team's massage therapist. He travels with the Lakers and is with them every day. We asked Kobe if he was hurt. He looked at us and said, it's just a little tight. Speaking of his left hamstring, Dan's been working on it continuously for about 10 minutes and will continue to do so. I expect because of that, Kobe will go back in at some point in the 4th quarter. Back to you for now.
Dan Garcia, one of the hardest working guys among a very diligent Lakers staff. He works on almost all of the Laker players. Shaq is a regular client along with Rick Fox among others, and always there for whatever the players need. To the other end, the 30
wide. They're down by 16.
And only managed 13 points in that entire 3rd period. Remember, the Lakers led it 21-17 after 1. They trailed 50-45 after 2. And now trail at 74-58. They've been outscored 57-37 in the last 2 periods.
Well, 39% shooting shows you they're just continually going south in that department. Only made 1 out of 5 from three-point land, while Sacramento's made 5 out of 11. You know, when you get the starters on the bench like this, with this kind of a deficit, I'm wondering now if Field will even bring most of them back.
And Kobe's still being worked on by Dan Garcia. Actually working on the other leg now is Danny, as Derek Fisher gets that floater to go about 12 feet out on the baseline.
Well, that stopped a long drought from the field goal standpoint.
Bobby Jackson back on and really turned this game around. Not single-handedly, mind you, but at times it looked like it. Wallace free from Kareem Rush, misses that. Good block out by Grant, takes the rebound. Gennaro Pargo on for the first time tonight, along with Fisher, who just hit that nice floater. Luke Walton stays on along with Horace Grant. And Kareem Rush makes a three-pointer straight away. So 5 quick points by the Lakers. It's an onslaught.
Back-to-back hoops by the Lakers. I'm surprised Rick Adams didn't stand up and take a timeout.
Kareem Rush, we mentioned having a nice game. He's got 11. Outside to Miller, thought about it. Wants to take it in against Horace Grant, throws it up. Nice tip by Walton. The Lakers have the ball.
You know, with the meeting with the officials, remember, Paul, and one of the things I discussed with them was cleaning up the dribbling in the NBA. If you're going to tell the defensive guys, no hands, then gee, make the offensive player dribble the ball legally.
Derek Fisher, long three-pointer. And the Lakers come out to start the fourth and final period. 8 straight points. And they cut the deficit quickly in half.
That's a quick way to do it. Make 3 shots in a row, 2 of them from downtown, and then play a little bit of defense. You're watching Derek Fisher knock down threes on the Lakers. KCAL Network.
Want to get away?
Luke whooping. He got an offensive rebound. I thought he should have either pitched it out or did a more aggressive job in attacking the basket.
Kareem Rush into the lane, kicks it outside to Fisher, head and shoulder fake. Fisher attacks the... Oh! What a play by Fisher.
Derek Fisher's taking it on himself. He scored 8 of the 10 points here in the fourth and final quarter.
Tony Madison on for the first time since the very early going. He's double teamed, looking for somebody to go to. Almost threw it away. Out to Jackson, head and shoulder fake. Tries a tough shot. The ball comes off. Sangaila missed his jump. The Lakers have got numbers. Out to Fisher. Can he bury another one? He's got another one.
Derek Fisher almost single-handedly bringing them back. Knocks down another triple. Lakers now trail by only 3.
And Sacramento has yet to score in this period. They led it 74-58 after 3.
Well, it's a game of runs, and obviously the Lakers are on a pretty nice one right now.
Baseline, and who's there? Derek Fisher drawing the charge.
Well, Darius Sangaya was out of control that time. I mean, he put it on the floor thinking he only had one player to beat. Doesn't know about team defense. Derek Fisher slid along the baseline, sat there and said, Darius, come to me after I take it to the rack myself and get a deuce. Derek Fisher really on fire.
The run for the Lakers is 13-0.
Give the ball to D. Fish.
Backdoor cut. There's Fisher again. Thought he was fouled by Peeler. 4 on the shot clock. Fisher again. Missed that one. Horace Grant with a rebound.
Long shot, long rebound. Coaches preach that all the time.
The lead was 16 to start the fourth. It's down to 3. Pargo has that ball tipped away. Bobby Jackson on him defensively. 12 on the shot clock when the Lakers inbound as Peja Stojakovic returns for the rookie Darius Sangaila.
That'll give some stability to this Sacramento Kings lineup, along with Bobby Jackson and Anthony Peeler.
The Lakers out there with Gennaro Pargo, Derek Fisher, Horace Grant, Kareem Rush, and Luke Walton. Fisher wants a screen from Rush, instead inside to Grant. Oh, backdoor cut, nicely made. The layup is good by Walton, and the run is 15.
I'll tell you, using his left hand, cutting along the baseline, and Horace Grant with a very nice play. It's amazing how when you start putting the ball in the hole, your defense picks up. You get a little bit more life in your defense, and the Lakers have really picked it up. And speaking of picking it up, Luke Walton picked up an easy deuce off that nice pass from Horace Grant.
inside to Massenberg, working against.
They're going to try to milk that situation. That's 6 points. No, 9 points for Peeler, and all of them have come on 3-point baskets.
Walton working against Stojakovic. Good defense by Stojakovic. Shot clock winding down. It's down to 5, down to 4. Fisher fall away jump shot off the back line. Good rebound by Walton. Spins inside, fall away jump shot, and rattles it home.
I tell you, he battled with Peja twice on that possession and came away with the deuce. That's a nice play by Luke Walton.
2-point game. Walton's got half a dozen. He had 8 last night at the Pond, all in the 4th period. Here comes Gerald Wallace, bumped out of bounds along the sideline. First team foul in the period. Kind of surprising the way the Lakers have been in the 3rd period. Putback. Gerald Wallace almost dives into the passing lane to steal that. The crowd yelling for Kobe, but after the work he's received on the sideline, I don't think it'd be prudent to see him any longer.
Well, we'll have to wait and see what Phil Jackson feels about that. I don't think he'll be back in myself. The Lakers have mounted a comeback, but now they trail by 6. You're watching the Lakers on KCAL9.
Relay presents this classic chick moment.
There the crowd stands for Kareem to get the ball. Everybody's waving their arms. It's into Kareem. Kareem swing left, right hand 12-footer, good! The pictures tell the word. They love their captain.
That shot was made by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar against the Utah Jazz right here at Thomas and Mack. And Karl Malone, well, he's chasing the captain, chasing Kareem in 3 categories. He ranks 2nd behind Kareem in points, field goals made, and minutes played. Wow, what numbers. Unbelievable career by, obviously, both of those gentlemen.
In the points category, needs 2013 to tie Kareem for the top spot. Pargo with it, 4 on the shot clock, 3. Walton just looked at it. He's going to have to take a tough one. Oh, he made a fall-away jump shot.
More than anything, I was happy that he peeked at the clock. That showed me something right there. Obviously, making the shot was impressive also, but the thought process of knowing the situation.
81 free agent.
By in the post, that's what's going to happen to you.
The lead back up to 7 for Sacramento. Out to Fisher, who ignited this comeback, and Derek Fisher's got another hoop. Fisher now on the night with 14.
Well, only 4 minutes left, and Lakers within 5 again, but they need stops. They had a nice run there on that 15-0 run that had the Kings really scramble well out of their offense, and now Sacramento is back in.
Stojakovic, a couple of dribbles, tough jump shot, good defense by Walton. Stu Shack is at the scorer's table in return on the next dead ball. Fisher up fake, gets in the lane, feeling it. Oh, he's got another one.
I tell you, Derek Fisher seemingly can do what he wants to do here in this 4th period. 4th quarter, boy, 14 of his 16 points coming in the 4th quarter. He's made 6 out of 8 shots during that stretch, including a perfect 2 for 2 from 3-point land. Then he showed he's got all kind of skills, taking it to the rack with the nice-looking layup. But it was his perimeter game that really got the Lakers back in to this contest. Now can they ride him a little bit further and see if they can do something about this 7-point deficit? They bring Shaquille back for the final 2:44.
The Lakers trailed it by 16 after 3. After being dominated by the Kings in periods 2 and 3, they held a 4-point lead after 1. Shaq has got it out to Rush, gets around Wallace in the lane. Nice pass. Shaq throws it down, and the foul. Nice pass by Rush.
Well, we talked about dribble penetration hurting the Lakers. That time, dribble penetration destroyed Sacramento as it's Kareem Rush getting into the painted area. The bigs have to come and help, and that meant Tony Massenberg left Shaquille. Shaquille got an easy deuce, has a chance at a 3-point play. The Lakers down by 5. 2:27 left in the 4th.
Shaquille this evening 2 for 5 from the free throw line.
Got a double-double working, 18 points, 13 rebounds.
13 rebounds is really impressive. Make it 19 points. Shaq glances up at this score. He's going to help this team, particularly if Vlade Divac is still a little hobble to begin the season. Gennaro Pargo comes back to hit a triple. It's 91-87.
Are you worthy? Presented by the Southern California Ford.
I'm not too superstitious. We have some superstitious guys on the team, though, and I get sick of, listening to them talk about their superstitions and, but I try to oblige, and, we don't split poles and stuff when we walk, and, all the Devin George and Rick Fox, those two in particular are very superstitious guys.
Not cutting my hair right now, so, that's about it, along with, a lot of other things, but I don't want to drag it out here. What was the question? I can't hear you.
I got this necklace, a couple years ago, and it was really great for the playoffs, and so I've kind of worn that a little bit once in a while when we have games.
I am. I didn't used to think I was, but yes, I am. I have a lot of rituals I go through.
I'm not as superstitious as he is. He don't want to do a lot of things, but I'm the type of guy that I'm gonna do my same ritual, but I'm not gonna do nothing different. But I believe in it. If you just go out there and work hard, it'll be okay. He's another type of guy, but I'm not really into that.
It doesn't matter.
You don't strike me as a superstitious kind of guy. Did you have anything?
Superstitious. Man, just go to the gym and just...
It's that time of year again. The time when each decision and every possession is magnified. It's the NBA playoffs. In the first two games of this best-of-7 series, the desire of the Lakers and Rockets has been the same. The goals common. But the results left each team's position dramatically different. Kobe still on the dribble. Two defenders on the way. Shaq with the rebound. The basket and the foul. Francis along the baseline. Jackson for the win. Comes up short. Shaq with the rebound. The Lakers have won game one. Here comes Rush once again. Likes to turn. Fade. No. Are you serious?
Oh, we need to play better. We need our best players playing their best against a great team.
Now, leading 2-0, the confident Lakers still must leave it all out on the floor. And although the surroundings may have changed, the challenge has not.
For me and my teammates, I know that we can play with the Lakers. We're not going to back down one bit.
Can the Lakers meet yet another challenge?
It starts now. Game 3, next.
Live from the Toyota Center in downtown Houston, Texas. Welcome to Game 3 of this first-round best-of-7 series. The 2004 playoffs coming to you on KCAL9 as the Lakers take on the Rockets. The Lakers lead this series 2-0. And if you think the Lakers are focused, possibly looking at a sweep, look no further than one of their captains, Shaquille O'Neal, here at the Toyota Center some 2.5 hours ago. Brought over by the mailman, or delivered, I should say, by the mailman. They came over way early to prepare for this big game. Hi again, everybody. I'm Paul Sunderland. Thanks so much for joining us. My partner is Stu Lance. First playoff game away from Staples Center for the Los Angeles Lakers. What's the difference in terms of a formula for winning when you're out on the road if you're the Lakers?
Well, obviously you don't have that fan support, that base that really can carry you through some tough times. So you have to get out of the gate a little bit quicker. You can't afford to fall behind by 10 or 12 points in the first quarter. And I think if the Lakers come out with that same intensity that they did in the second half of game 2, they'll be in good shape.
And as you've mentioned throughout the course of this series, at least after game 1, make a few shots, and that will certainly help the Los Angeles Lakers. And they've had a pretty good place to go in number 8, Kobe Bryant, in spite of the fact that his percentage is down a bit. He's made big shots.
Well, Kobe has been so good at other things. He's been the facilitator. He gets to the free throw line. Game 1, he got 8. Game 2, he got 17 attempts. That puts the defense in a terrible, terrible way. Then it allows others to get to the free throw line even more. But the bench of the Lakers has really answered the bell, especially in Game 2. Derek Fisher playing
for the Los Angeles Lakers. Gary Payton in the backcourt along with Kobe Bryant, Shaq in the middle. Rick Fox still playing with a very, very sore thumb, as you just heard, along with Karl Malone, who came up huge in Game 2, as did Kobe Bryant, a number of other Lakers. The winningest coach in the history of the NBA playoffs is Phil Jackson, also holds the record for the highest winning percentage. A look at the starting lineup for the Houston Rockets on the red ring.
Got to make a challenge on by Yao. Shaq bodied him up quite efficiently, and he made a good shot. Both teams coming out just a little tight to start this ball game.
Malone with it, as you know, who's not afraid to come out on the perimeter. Shaq's got it down and deep. Nice pass to Malone, wide open. His second look, and he knocks it home.
Yeah, good recognition by Shaquille. I mean, that was perfect. He made
Francis, a triple-double, down inside. Shaquille O'Neal right through Kelvin Cato, has no chance one-on-one.
Well, that's Yao's fault. Yao had to come over and get some support there. He stayed on friends on Kobe. It takes a little bit out of you on the other end.
Rockets on top now, 8-6. Rick Fox very hesitant to shoot, and for good reason. I'm talking about the thumb injury. Payton baseline, bodied up, now double team. Pass along that. Oh, what a look inside. Shaq is fouled, count the basket. What a look by Malone.
That's good ball movement, starting with Gary Payton. When Gary went baseline and picked up his dribble, the baseline pass was of the so-called stars, the players that get all the publicity. But in these kind of games, there's always somebody else that makes it happen, makes you either a winner or a loser.
Shaq down inside, good entry pass, and the big fella gets it to fall. Good look by Kobe.
Boy, that was a great pass, and Shaquille just did a marvelous job.
Mobley shooting just 38% so far in the first 2 games.
I don't know of anybody in this series so far that is really lighting it up from the field.
Shaq, another offensive rebound, puts it up and in. Shaquille O'Neal with a huge first 5.
Now, that was good defense. Gary was out of position for a brief moment, but the recovery was excellent.
Payton gets a screen. Oh, beautiful spin move. Lays it up and in.
See, that's what happens when you try to trap a guy that has a spin move like GB has. He went right between the two teams. They trail by 1 on back-to-back three-point shots by the Rockets.
5 now for Francis. Kobe going big.
It was over after that.
Yeah, a perfect 3 for 3, and the Rockets are shooting 57%, as are the Lakers. Malone has the ball knocked away, but clearly stripped along the arm. The foul's not on Yao Ming. It's on the perimeter against Nakbar, who was reaching in.
Lakers have to just make sure they continue to do what they did when they got that 5-point lead. Obviously, they were playing better defense and protecting the ball. Don't want to turn the ball over much at all.
The Rockets on an 8-2 run right now. Fox with it on the perimeter. And the Rockets know he's hesitant to shoot. Kobe fall away jump shot. He gets his first basket of the game on his second attempt.
Coming from weak to strong.
Stu, back to the break.
Time. Thanks for stopping.
Thanks for having me.
That's Brian Shaw, guys. Back to you.
Brian Shaw. Kobe looking inside to Malone. Malone taking over the duties down in the low post. Nice cut by Kobe. Tries to finish above the rim. Hit hard, and will get to the free throw line.
Again, when you throw the ball into the mailman, you must always expect to get it back. When you make any kind of a cut, he's looking for you, and if your man turns his head, as Cuttino Mobley did, he's going to give you a pass. If it wasn't for the foul there, Kobe would have had an easy hoop.
2 tonight. He's 2 of 13 on the series. Kobe with it, working against Jackson. Out to Fisher. Fisher fumbles momentarily. Still time on the shot clock. Kobe being bumped. Kobe being bumped again.
He got bumped, held, bumped, held, and finally the official said, I guess I better call this because this is a foul. So it'll be out of bounds. The 14 will be on the 24. The Lakers are down by 4.
First personal foul on Jim Jackson. Second team foul on the Rockets in the period. The Lakers currently without a foul. Kobe spins inside. Pump fake. He's double teamed. Kicks it outside to Fisher. Walton running free along the baseline. Here comes Kobe. The help comes. Nice pass to Kareem Rush. And he makes another 3.
The Kareem Rush is in a zone right now. I mean, every time he just cocks the trigger, he expects to be firing bullets, no blanks.
Kareem Rush 5 of 7 from three-point range in this. Already hit another 3, and Kobe inbounds, leaving Walton alone. They will not leave Kareem Rush alone. Derek Fisher looked like he got mugged, attacks the basket and gets the layup.
They changed his headband just a bit, so he reaches up and rearranges it. Nice move by D. Fish out of the timeout. Lakers ran a nice play. High screen with the Rockets.
Fisher's pushed to the floor by Francis.
It's the second time in 2 possessions Francis has pushed Derek. He got caught on that one, obviously, on the last play down the court. He got pushed as Kobe does a great job of waiting for the big fella, Yao Ming, to put it on the floor and then just basically taking it from him, going the other direction.
And when Yao catches that ball in deep, Stoops, Shaq is in such good defensive posture and position, Yao can't move it. Outside the wall, Francis picks him up, Walton down inside, attacks the basket. What a move by Lou.
Well, there you can see the fatigue on Yao. I mean, he hasn't been in the game that long since he returned, but there's a play where he's got to make an effort to block that shot. He stood flat-footed.
Still with 11, and he had those halfway through the opening period. Is that trying to get the 3rd foul on Kobe? Shaq has got it. Walton cuts away. The double team stays. Shaq looking for some space. Outside to Payton. Penetrating. Floats one up. Thought maybe shot or pass. Comes right to Kobe, who hammers it home.
That was the pass. That was the pass by Gary Payton to Shaquille. Shaquille was so far under the basket, though, he couldn't go up to do anything. Kobe was on the other side of him and got an easy one.
Gary went right back to Shaq as they were running up the floor, say, hey, big fella, that was intended for you. Payton picking up on Francis. Pull-up jumper comes up well short. Thought he was fouled. Payton ahead of the pack. Trying to score at the other end. Using that left hand counted. Gary Payton has a wonderful left hand.
That's a very nice play by GP. First of all, to challenge the shot by Stevie Francis, and then to continue on down the offensive end and get the pass and lay it in with his left. Nice job, and the Lakers lead, or now trail by only 5.
Scoring in the game.
The shot to see if there's a foul there as well.
Mark Jackson comes on the floor. In his 17th season, has played in more playoff games than the rest of the Rockets combined. That ball deflected by Jimmy Jackson. Rick Fox is also back on, as is Karl Malone.
Well, that was deflected. The spacing wasn't good for the pass from Rick to Gary. Rick still had a dribble left. That's where you dribble away from Gary to create a better space.
Lakers trailing at 44-36, 5:15 remaining in the first half. Kobe with it. Has the side clear. One dribble down the lane, hands in the air, knocked to the floor. 2 free throws coming to Kobe.
When they call a foul on Jimmy Jackson, he's looking around like, you can't be calling that on me. Well, I was standing in the area. But the official said, yeah, you were standing in the area all right. And then you reached in and tried to get the block and hit him on the arm. So Kobe Bryant will be going back to the free throw line, where he is so far in the game 2 for 2. The Lakers have only attempted 5 shots from the charity stripe versus 12 for the Rockets.
Boy, number 8 has a way of attracting a crowd, doesn't he? A little bit like Shaq down in the low post. Kobe up, Mobley yelling at Jackson. Kobe with it. One rhythm dribble. Pull-up jumper.
But defense was what that was all about, as Maurice Taylor tried to take advantage of Shaquille. Who got taken advantage of? Shaquille did a good job of forcing the turnover and forcing the Lakers into an offensive transitional game that Kobe.
To the end line.
Well, he just now saved an absolute gimme, because that was a nice pass by Mobley, and Yao trying to take it up. There's Karl to stripping, but standing on the end line puts the ball right back to the Rockets. There was no change of possession there. They're putting a fresh 24 on the clock, only 1.
Kobe on the dribble. Gets it to try. Oh, what a play by Kobe. Caught in the air. Shoot, pass, just get it up on the rim, and he followed his own miss.
Got to stay with the spot to a degree, and then they settled in.
Opened the door for the Lakers to get in double figures. Taking the ball fake, floats down the lane, finger. Oh, Shaq hammered it down.
Another offensive rebound by Shaquille. What Shaquille does is just so strong, much stronger than Yao. He just
to Payton. Payton cut off by Jackson. Wanted to try to spin down inside. To the rim. Kelvin Cato took the flop, and the refs weren't buying it.
I said that they were allowing the bigs to bang bodies, so you have to take advantage of that, and Shaquille did.
Weeknights at 6:30 on KCAL9.
Still on the floor with that very sore right thumb. Gets the rebound.
The right thumb, obviously a big problem on your shooting hand, but on your catching hand even more so, because catching the basketball is important, and he has to make an adjustment on the catch and then adjust to make it to get a shot attempt. So it's difficult, but Rick's out there giving him his all.
Kobe Bryant, his first basket of the second half, now with 15. He had a couple of free throws earlier.
And he's in single digits again. It's down to 9.
Nice play by Malone, jumping out on the screen and roll. Yao down inside. Shaq defending well. Kobe there battling for the rebound.
Boy, you see Steve Francis. He runs from behind the three-point line and gets a lot of offensive rebounds.
Kobe, Malone unguarded, but calling out instruction. Expect Kareem rusher Derek Fisher on soon. Kobe comes around the screen. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. Payton buries a three-pointer. Gary says to him, I told you I had one of those in me.
GP's got a lot of that. You know, those three-point shots. You can just tell. He thinks that he has such an advantage with Green Rush that he had that look like the Shaq pushed from behind by Yao. No choice but to call the foul this time. That's 4 fouls on Yao Ming, and there is still a lot of time left in this ball game. 8 minutes.
The three-point shooter throughout his illustrious career.
Well, he had to get that one up in a hurry because Steve Francis is at the scores table waiting to check in.
Lakers trail by 8. Out to Malone. Been on the bench for a little while. Down inside to Shaq. Turns, fall away. Oh, beautiful shot by Shaq.
And back to a 6-point game with just under 8 minutes to play. So I knew the Lakers had a couple. That was a great move by Mark Jackson.
He now has 19. Shaq down deep. Do you count the basket? Well, I don't know. Let's sort this out.
He was being held for about an hour. So if they count that one, that is some big-time continuation. They're counting it.
Wow, I thought so. Francis very close to getting into it.
Miss and got the hoop.
Mo Taylor now with 16. Francis. Shot
that was the key. He had plenty of time yet on the clock.
4:15 remaining in this game. Kobe's been very cold so far in the second half. Shaq turns excited. Throw one up and in. Shaq's got 25.
Well, we're back to that 6-point game again with 4 minutes to play.
Kobe with it right side. If a whistle blew, I'm not sure anybody would hear it. Kobe on the dribble, gets inside, throws it up and in. What a shot.
How in the world did he make that shot? Well, the Lakers have closed it within 4 with just exactly 2 minutes.
The countdown has begun in Houston. Shaq.
With the playoffs just a breath away, the fight for momentum and playoff position takes on the ultimate importance. Kobe reverse slam dunk down the lane. Beautiful move away from the Shaq working his way down inside. Don't break it, big fella. And tonight, the Lakers face an all too familiar foe. The always dangerous Portland Trail Blazers in another regular season finale. Look at Karl Malone hustling. He goes into the stand. Great play by Malone. Lakers, Blazers, next. Welcome live to the Rose Garden in beautiful downtown Portland, Oregon for the final game of the regular season for 2003-2004. And it's sometimes been a rocky ride, but the Lakers have arrived in Portland to take on the Trail Blazers. The Lakers looking for their 56th win tonight. But getting up to Portland was not always easy for the likes of Kobe Bryant and the rest of his teammates. Boarded the plane last night after the victory over the Golden State Warriors, took off, only to find Shaquille O'Neal woken up in the back of the plane as the landing gear was not fully closed, had to return to Los Angeles, get off, go home, go to bed, fly up this morning. So we'll see. The Lakers are ready to go. We certainly are, and we welcome you. I'm Paul Sunderland, joined by Stu Lance, and Boy, what an eventful season, no doubt about that. But first and foremost, with all the injuries the Lakers have had, I just mentioned the Lakers are going for their 56th win tonight. Are you surprised by that number?
Well, considering everything that's gone on for the Lakers this season, 56 wins is not very bad, is it? But it's still, most of the perception is that the Lakers have had a terrible season by a lot of people. I don't think they've had a terrible season. They just haven't played as well as they possibly could.
And so far, given that they have 55 wins tonight, let's update you on the Western Conference standings and what the playoffs might look like.
Well, the last four positions in the Western Conference are set in stone. I mean, 5 through 8, that's where they're going to be. But the top 4 could still change with the games tonight, and we'll keep you updated to that. But if they were to start today, the playoff picture would look like this as far as who would play who. The Lakers would be in the upper bracket playing the Dallas Mavericks, and of course, that lower bracket has both San Antonio and Sacramento.
And as we are being informed, that first playoff game will be at Staples Center on Saturday. More on the time of the tip-off as the evening rolls on as well. And the top half of the bracket, still very much a liquid situation. That's a little bit like the Lakers against Golden State in their last game. Half pretty solid, the other half you're not so sure.
Well, again, the Lakers just have to understand one thing, that the game starts when the referee throws the ball up to start it, not when they get down by 15, 16, 17 points.
Right, no question about that. But again, Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal led the way, and particularly Kobe, aggressive from the start and all the way to the finish.
Well, he came out with a real purpose to start the ball game, was very aggressive offensively, and the results were understandable. He had 45 points, and the Lakers needed just about every one of those to secure the victory. Also very active in the game was Shaquille O'Neal. I mean, working the offensive glass. I mean, he was cleaning up missed shot after missed shot, and when he is doing that, this Laker team becomes very, very difficult to handle, because that shows you the activity of their center, both on the offensive end and the defensive end.
And as you've talked about all season long, Stu, Shaquille not in foul down Portland. Interesting as we look at the starting lineup for the Lakers. Devin George up front, Rick Fox still unable to go with that injured thumb. Karl Malone, Shaq in the middle, Gary Payton, and Kobe Bryant coming off a season-high 45 points. And Phil Jackson with a win tonight would tie Cotton Fitzsimmons for 10th on the all-time win list. Phil, in his 5th year with the Lakers, the Blazers at 41-40, again eliminated for the playoffs.
Last night, 45 points was the season high. They're hoping they don't need 45 out of him tonight to get themselves a victory. And one sure way to help that is to start playing right as the referee throws the ball up and not wait until they're down by a dozen.
Now the Trailblazers, who've lost 3 in a row.
Kobe took a jump shot and fell over all of them very easily. Could have turned an ankle, twisted a knee, anything.
That's good work by the officiating crew and good communication by Kobe over to the head of this officiating crew, Bob Delaney. The Lakers will inbound and strikes quickly and strikes often.
Well, again, the defense that time, I mean, the Lakers were back, but nobody was close to Darius. And he just knocked down a baby jump.
Kobe freeing himself, picked up by Miles, loses him easily, high arching jump shot, and Kobe answers with his first basket of the night. The Lakers break through, they trail at 6-2. Quickly, Darius Miles, a wild look.
Make an offensive player make an extra pass. Don't just concede the basket.
Kobe slashing baseline, kicks it outside to Shaq, finds himself above the three-point line. Back to Kobe, down the lane, pump fake, frees himself. Nice move and good patience by Kobe. His second basket, the Lakers trail at 8-6.
Well, the Blazers doing a real good job of getting the ball out in a hurry, even after.
Here for Jeff McGinnis, really big fast break. Payton knows he's
way to try to survive.
Well, defense, as you well know, Stu, is predicated on hard work and really covering one another's backs, and haven't seen a lot of that for long stretches in the last month or so of this season.
It's about being on the same page. All 5 guys on the floor at that time have to be on the same page. You hear a lot about knowing the offense. You also have to know what you're doing defensively as well.
Kobe picked up by Miles. He's double teamed, looking for the open man. It goes to Payton. Down inside to Shaq. Strong move to the basket by Shaquille. Breakthrough Theo Rattler.
That's one of those boom, he's got the boom move. That was a boom and then a thud, because when he got the contact with Theo, he knew Theo was completely under the basket and couldn't jump. No need for the second boom.
They talked to
slow reactions by the Lakers as the first shot went up. You could see lots of them, most of them, just standing and watching instead of reacting first.
See some adjustments by the Lakers. Look at Shaquille on the move from the three-point line, pass into the corner, and then he cuts through. 10 on the shot clock. See the Lakers still finding their way offensively. Kobe talking to Karl Malone, probably wanted a screen there. Pats him on the backside, communicating out there at the offensive end. Back outside to Devin, steps inside of Anderson, the floater, and Devin George takes his first shot in about a week and a half. He was 0 for 3 in 23 minutes last night against Golden State.
Plays with here in Portland. The perimeter shot is one that's eluded him through his career thus far, and he's looking very comfortable at that position.
Darius Miles, Stu, already in double figures. Still 3.5 minutes remaining in the opening period. Shaq double teamed, looking for cutters. Payton's open at the top of the key. Kobe a snap pass cross court to Devin George against Randolph to beat the shot clock. Devin makes 2 in a row.
Boy, do you relax when you know the shot clock is winding down. You know the coach should not be mad at you, will never be mad.
At the University of California at Berkeley, and then went straight to the NBA. Kareem Rush, Derek Fisher stay in the backcourt along with Medvedenko, and the rookie out of Illinois, Brian Cook, comes on for the first time. Luke Walton stays on the floor. Walton with that basket to end the first quarter. Backdoor cut, good look down inside. Snap pass over to Kareem Rush. On the way in, good by Kareem.
Well, Luke is such a good passer, but that pass, in my mind, was going to bring a 3-second violation, because when he caught it, he was in traffic. There was a couple of they spot up behind the screen and get shots.
Travis Outlaw on the floor now, wearing number 25, picking up on Walton. Outside to Derek Fisher. Knocked down a 2 when he came in the game, and now he's got a 3.
That's one of those right back at you, Dan Dickow. See what the good athlete. He's shooting the ball and using the glass as often as possible.
Desmond Ferguson out of Detroit Mercy comes on, so some of the young new faces like a Travis Outlaw really getting some looks as Shaq got a nice look indeed inside. Wonderful position by Shaquille. He now is in double figures, leading the Lakers with 10.
The Lakers still struggle to come up with what they need from a defensive teamwork standpoint.
Abdul Rahim backing down. Medvedenko staying in front of it. And now a foul is going to be called on Slava, a little overly aggressive. Well, they called an offensive foul. Wow.
He used his off arm to slap the hand of Slava away. And the official right there said, that's not allowed. Let me be the one that does that. As he slapped the arm of Slava and did it twice. The first time he did it, he got away with it. Then the second time, official said, nah, I gave it to you once. I'm not giving it to you again. Picked up the foul.
I said Slava was being too aggressive. Slava, my apologies. Way to be very aggressive and effective. Medvedenko on the perimeter, guarded by Abdul Rahim. Shaq comes out to get it. Medvedenko down the lane, up over the top of Ratliff. No, Medvedenko offensive rebound in the lane a long time, pivots out of there. Slava really doing a good job on the offensive boards, as did Shaq in the last game. Shaq with it, turns down inside, rolls to the rim and throws it in left-handed.
Nice looking move. See, if he keeps doing that move, all of a sudden now his pet move.
There's a trail throughout, and now by 4.
Out of that timeout.
Boy, the Blazers did a good job of getting back. Kobe slips to the floor. Let's hope he's all right. Helped up by former teammate. Remember, Ruben Patterson out of Cincinnati spent his rookie season with the Lakers.
Nice outlet pass. Ruben never did see the ball, and then Kobe got a real quick direction change of speed, gets a late foul on Ruben, and decides just to take a quick couple of seconds. The 21 still on the shot clock, so you can see how quickly the Lakers got the ball down the floor.
Malone with it above the throw. Oh, nice pass, and what a beautiful cut. The Lakers executing their offense to perfection.
It's just amazing how many times it's Karl Malone that makes that pass, or makes 8.
Instruction from the Laker coaching staff. His 18th game back after missing 39 straight following a torn ligament in his right knee on December 21st in a game against Phoenix at Staples Center. Malone, another perfect pass, second assist, bounce pass, great fundamentals.
I mean, it just surprises me that the Blazers would go into that zone out of the out-of-bounds play. And they've had, they're making it hard on the Lakers to shoot the ball from the perimeter on their man defense. Lakers only shooting 39% from the field.
Shaq comes out to help on the high screen and roll. Good help by Kobe. Randolph picks up the loose ball, attacks the basket, blows the layup. It's the easiest shot he's had all night.
It's the easiest shot he's had all year.
I haven't seen all their games.
Well, if he's had any easier than that, I want to see it. That one was a pure gimme.
Karl Malone with a basket. That's called against Damon Stoudemire. What would you like to see him average in the playoffs?
I don't know if you can put a number on any player per se. But you definitely need some production out of Gary, like you need production out of every player. Obviously, his production level is not going to be as high as Kobe's or Shaq's from that standpoint, but all of the Lakers need those kind of opportunities.
What a move by Kobe Bryant getting in the lane. He's in double figures now with 11. Gary Payton, his first season as a Laker, averaged just under 15 points per game and just about 5.5 assists per game. Shot the ball well, 47% from the floor, 35% from outside the arc.
A 10-point spread by the Blazers.
Largest lead of the night. Kobe, couple of hard dribble, pull-up jumper, good by Kobe Bryant.
Well, when that last dribble is nice and hard like that, that really gets you into your shooting motion, and also your
honors for the late Chick Hearn. Shaq comes back out on the floor. Kobe to the free throw line with the Lakers trailing 59-51. Let's pause once again for an update from KCAL Channel 9.
Stay tuned after the game for the next generation of television all about Southern California. Witness a new breed of cleaning service and a small breed of style. Next on 9 on the Town.
Kobe good on the first of 2 free throws. 2.5 minutes remaining in the third. He makes both. And if my math is right, Stu, and that's not necessarily a guarantee, the Lakers are 2 for 17 in the period.
They're trying, these two teams trying to set a record for futility here, but still with 2 minutes and some change, maybe things will heat up a bit.
Well, the Blazers are lighting it up, Stu. They're 3 for 19. Nice block by Shaquille. Kobe with 3 personal fouls, guarded by Woods. Comes around the screen from Shaq. Shaq rolls in the lane. Kobe frees himself from Woods and makes a 19-footer.
And just like that, the Lakers are down by 4. I mean, this game has been atypical of what we've seen the last.
Blazers showing some zone. That's Dick Al wearing number 7 just on the floor. Made that pass to Miles. Kobe with it. Pull-up jumper. Kobe's feeling it now. That was a long 2-pointer. He has 19, 8 in the quarter. Lakers trail 61-57, 120.
In ice, Devin George is done for the night. He has a strained left calf. He will not return. Back to you guys.
Noticed last night, Stu, that Devin was running a little bit in a labored fashion. We pointed that out a couple of times during the Golden State game. Don't know if that's a carryover from that, but now Karl Malone, Devin George, the playoffs coming. Game 1 on Saturday, most likely against Dallas. Pull-up jumper, good once again. The Lakers trail it 66-59. Horace Grant out of the playoffs. Rick Fox dislocated right thumb.
Oh, and one official said, well, I would have had a bad angle. I didn't see it.
Abdur-Rahim now with 8 points. Outside to Kareem Rush. Shot the ball pretty well early. Kobe, turnaround, fall-away jump shot. Kobe's carrying the Laker offense. Shaq playing with 4 personal fouls. Probably has to be careful for a little bit longer. 10.5 minutes remaining in the game. The Lakers trail by 5. Dickow spins in the lane. Outside to Dale Davis and throws the ball into the corner. Back to Dickow. Here comes Abdur-Rahim. Slava's doing a good job on him. Out to Dickow. Misses that one, not close. Medvedenko with another rebound.
You know, the Blazers like a much faster pace, and really Sharif likes a slower pace game.
Shaq's got it way down deep inside against Dale Davis, and besides being pushed in the back at it, in entry pass into Shaquille O'Neal, but he is being held and fouled from behind by Dale Davis.
You know, Slava hasn't made a shot yet. He's got 10 rebounds, 7 of them on the offensive glass. That's big. Shot now, that's another story.
Well, you know, that part of Slava's game, his defense and rebounding, has always been a work in progress, and it's coming. It's coming game by game, particularly in the second half of the year. That ball deflected out of bounds. The Lakers will have it, 13 on the shot clock. The Lakers continue to trail 70-65. Another game in which they have never led. Kobe head fake. Wow, tough ball away jump shot, hit on the arm. Oh, Ruben's going to get a technical. Here it comes, Rube. There it is, Rube.
I told you he was an interesting case. He really let the official know that he wasn't happy with that call. Nothing that he said, really, but it was just the histrionics that he put on there, swinging the arm and the fist in disgust at the official. As Kobe goes up, gets hit right on the arm. I mean, if that's not a foul, then there is no foul. And then Ruben says, are you kidding me? So Kobe will shoot the technical and then shoot 2 more.
Kobe shot 18 free throws last night at Staples Center, making 17 so far on the night. He is 4 of 5. The technical is up and good. Kobe adding to his total. He now has 24. The Lakers trail at 70-66. And let's pause once again for an update from KCAL Channel 9.
A hand up in the face, trying to distract the shot. The offensive guy just made a good one.
Shaq comes out to set a screen. Kobe fakes one. Kobe now double team. Shaq rolls into the lane, goes to the basket, lays it up and in, counted in the foul.
Nice 2-man game that time by Shaquille and Kobe. Shaq setting the screen and then rolling it. Kobe finding him. Well, that was some effort by Kobe.
Into the corner to Medvedenko, 15-footer, and Slava stays with it and finally has a bucket.
Well, you're not going to get Slava the good shooting. I just like the way he stayed after it in other areas. If your shot's not falling, you have to be doing other things to stay on the floor, and his rebounding is keeping him on the floor. We've got a timeout, and the Lakers again down by 3 on KCAL9.
Run in the middle of the floor.
Just didn't get the shot to come away unsuccessful.
On the night, the Lakers shooting just 38%. Portland started out so hot. They're now shooting 44. Medvedenko takes it right to the rack through Theo.
If you're going to attack shot blockers, you have to do it like that, with aggression. If you show them the ball at all, Theo especially, going to get a piece.
That was a great play by, that's the best dunk of his NBA career.
What it was a great read.
Trail at 5, go running the floor hard. Gary Payton pulls the ball back outside. Inside to Shaquille. Back outside to Payton. Shaq holding, 12 on the shot clock. Payton from long range, and knew that one was there as soon as it left his hand.
That brought Mo Cheeks off the bench in a hurry. We've got a tie ball game with 4 minutes and 1 second to play. So Derek Anderson decided to take it in his own hands.
Well, I like that move by Phil Jackson, though, calling for that switch. Kobe comes around the screen. He's doubled up. Back outside to Kobe. Open for a three-pointer. And the Lakers lead now 82-81. First lead of the night.
You've got to explain to me why the double-team guy came off of Kobe. They double-teamed Shaquille and left Kobe. You got to send somebody else. You can see who their go-to guy is here. The last few trips down the floor, they've gone. Gary Payton did everything in his power to prevent that one, but Derek Anderson, fire.
Derek Anderson has 11 of his total here in the period. Kobe attacking the basket, lays it up against Ratliff. Kobe come out of there. He's holding his hip. Karl Malone and Devin George already in the Laker locker room. Don't let another player fall.
That last basket by the Blazers, screen is enough to get. More importantly, it's been.
This season, the Lakers looking for their 56th victory. Kobe missed 2 free throws. Then Ruben Patterson returned the favor. The Lakers on the night, 4 of 18 from three-point range.
Well, where are the Blazers going to go for their foul, or what are they going to do?
Kobe with it, guarded by Patterson, staying outside the arc, dribbling. Patterson keeps his feet. Kobe forces. Oh! He made it! He threw it in! What a shot!
Unbelievable shot. I'm telling you, you don't play defense any better than Ruben Patterson did. I mean, he did everything right. He did everything right. Kobe just made a miracle shot. That's why you don't give him sometimes the opportunity to take the shot. Give him the foul early, make him shoot 2 free throws. Ruben's all over him. What's he do? Steps away, throws it up, throws it in. That is remarkable. This crowd is in complete
shocked. And guess what? They should be, because they just witnessed another great performance at the end by number 8, Kobe Bryant. Will we be going to overtime? We'll find out when we come back on KCAL9. Overtime to end the... Not only did he block, but he almost just took it out of his hand, and the ball was loose, and the Lakers get possession.
Kobe dribbles out of the double team. Payton with it. Medvedenko flashes in the lane. Shaq wants to turn. Oh, nice move by Shaquille. Established that by getting in the middle first.
Well, not only that, but he put his body, all that body on field. I don't care how much or how high you can jump. When you got an extra 340 pounds to carry up with you, you're not going up pretty high or pretty fast.
Well, Theo Ratliff weighs in at about 225. Nice crossover by Stoudemire. Down the lane. Medvedenko with another rebound, adding to his career high.
And Medvedenko was there to help prevent that shot by Stoudemire. That's a good job by Slava.
Slava now with 14 rebounds. Equally distributed between the offensive and defensive end. Nice little runner by Slava. Thought about attacking once again. And you said the Lakers needed to strike first, and they have.
I think the Blazers, to a large degree, are still in shock. I mean, they haven't recovered from Kobe Bryant's shot to put it into overtime. So the Lakers taking advantage early as Slava gives the Lakers a 4-point lead on KCAL9. Remember now, the big fella has 4 fouls, so he doesn't want to pick up the 5th. Well, there's 2:55 to play, so he can play a little bit aggressive here.
Shaq with it down inside. Randolph illegal defensively. Oh, Shaq right to the basket. Again, putting his body on field. Randolph now with 17. Darius
going down the stretch and cost him the game.
Very early in the season, before Portland made all their changes, the Lakers
were in, and they're trying to put the Lakers in shock right now. 45 seconds left. Lakers down by a bucket.
And Randolph has half a dozen for the Blazers in the extra time. Kobe with it. Picked up by Miles. 10 on the shot clock. Kobe down the lane. Handles the Shaq slam dunk and the foul. What a play by Kobe and Shaq.
Just flat out beat him off the dribble. Creates an opportunity for Shaquille because Theo has to go for the shot block. All of a sudden, Shaq's open. The rest is history. Now, big free throw here. Got a tie ball game. 30 seconds to play. Shaquille gets the dunk.
And the second shot clock violation is fouled out. Tied at 97. Down in Oakland. Have a final between Sacramento and Golden State. The Warriors, who gave the Lakers all kinds of problems last night, defeat Sacramento 97-91. So if the Lakers win tonight, Stu, they will be the 2nd seed, take on the Houston Rockets. If they lose this game, they will remain in the 4th spot.
You know, there was jockeying for position here. And I don't know how much it really matters what you're 2, 3, 4. The opposition is going to be tough in the West.
Well, there are a lot of opinions about how the brackets fold out. Kobe picks up his dribble outside to Fisher. Derek Fisher, like Slava Medvedenko, has played exceptionally well. Fisher head fake. Back to Kobe. Kobe all kinds of time. Three-pointer by Kobe.
Pretty good 2-man game by Kobe and Derek. Passing it back and forth, driving kick. Then finally, Kobe knocks down the triple.
Kobe now with 34. Beautiful pass to Brian Cook. What a pass.
Kobe is setting the table for everybody now. Drawing so much attention. I guess the Blazers feel that, well, he's the guy we got to stop. Obviously, that's true. But you also have to be able to recover and get to open people.
Kobe on the night, now with his 5th assist to go along with 8 rebounds and 34 points. Stoudemire on hand. This has got
2 seconds. They lead the
chance. The ever-familiar beat L.A. 1 second remaining in the regular season, possibly. Out to Kobe. Ball away high.
Again.
What a way to finish! Are you kidding me?
That's the way to end the regular season again. That's the way you end it. Kobe put it in the first overtime with a miracle 3. Wins it in the second overtime with was it a miracle 3? This one not nearly as difficult as the last one. They will review it, but from this vantage point, it looked like the ball was definitely gone before the clock expired. Peyton to Kobe to the basket. Definitely counts. No question about it. No question about it. Number 8, you might let her this year.
Oh, my goodness gracious. There's no question it's good. What an unbelievable way to end the regular season. The officials reviewing it, they have counted the basket. The Lakers win. And the final score in double overtime, the Lakers 105, the Blazers 104. Our next telecast will be Game 3 of the first round of the Western Conference playoffs. What a game by Kobe Bryant and the Lakers. Now stay tuned for 9 on the Town coming up next.